What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be ranking all of the speedsters on the Flash by speed. And yeah, before we get started, guys, I did just get monetized on this channel, so thank you guys for that. But unfortunately, with that being said, that means I did have to delete some of my most popular videos because of copyright issues. So make sure you guys subscribe. We are very, very close to 5,000 subscribers, so make sure you guys go down and subscribe. But anyways, now let's start with the list. Oh, and by the way, guys, I'm not going to be including Speed Force Nora in this ranking because she's the literal Speed Force. I'm pretty sure she's faster than every single speedster on this list combined, so I just decided to not include her here. So with all that out of the way, coming in at number 19 and in last place is Accelerated Man. Now, of course, the reason he's number 19 and dead last on this list is because we've seen like 2 scenes with him in the show. We have no idea how fast he really is until, maybe we end up getting some more scenes with him. I think we saw him once in season 3 and then one more time in season 4, and that was the last time we saw him. So obviously we know nothing about how fast he really is. So at number 18, I have Frost. Now, Frost was only a speedster for 1 episode, that being in Season 7, Episode 2, and that scene that she was a speedster was only like 30 seconds. But it was still really cool to see her as a speedster. And yeah, the reason she's so low on the list is because, we've only saw her for 30 seconds as a speedster. Although she was still able to keep up with Barry, sort of. Obviously, she did not win that fight, but yeah, Frost still, I think, deserves to be on this list. If Accelerated Man can be in like 2 scenes and be on this list, I think Frost can also be on this list. So at number 17, I have Trajectory. Now, Trajectory is actually the first speedster on this list who I would actually consider a fast speedster. And that's kind of crazy to think because, there's so many other speedsters on this list, but she's actually pretty fast. If you remember, she was actually keeping up with Barry like very, very well. I'm pretty sure she might have even been faster than Barry at that time. Obviously, she was a Velocity 9 speedster that ultimately ended up leading to her demise. But still, I think she's a decently fast speedster, but still not as fast as the rest of the speedsters on this list. So at number 16, I have Iris West Allen. Now, of course, she got her speed first in Season 4, and in Season 4, I really did not think she was that fast. But then when we saw her again as a speedster in Season 7, I realized that she actually did still know how to use her abilities in Season 7. So I thought she was definitely a more skilled speedster, and that makes her, I think, over speedsters like Trajectory, Frost, and Accelerated Man. So at number 15, I have Oliver Queen's Barry Allen / The Flash. And the reason I have him ranked over Iris West Allen is because he actually had his speed longer than she did. So I feel like he learned more things about his speed. He learned how to use it a little bit better than she did. But still, not the most skillful speedster out of all these speedsters. Coming in at number 14, I have The Rival. Now, The Rival is, I feel like one of the first, actual speedsters on this list, if that makes any sense. But anyways, he's for being, the first actual speedster, as I just said, he wasn't the fastest. He lost to Season 3 Barry, bad. He lost to him bad. He also he was just barely keeping up with an inexperienced Wally West, so I really didn't think he was that fast. However, I still thought he was pretty threatening, so he holds number 14 on this list. So at number 13 on this list, I have Earth 90 Flash. Now, the reason I have him above all these other speedsters is because, first of all, he said it himself. He's been running for 30 years, and he has a lot of experience. Just like in Crisis on Infinite Earths, when he temporarily stole Barry's speed, so then Earth 90 Flash could end up sacrificing himself to save the multiverse. So yeah, I definitely think that deserves for him to be at least above The Rival. So yeah, I definitely think his speed might have been a little bit underrated by the fans watching Crisis on Infinite Earths. So at number 12, I have fake Jay Garrick, or Hunter Zolomon, whatever you want to call him. Now, the reason that, first of all, that I actually have him on this list is because, he was pretending to be an actual hero on Earth 2, so I feel like that definitely makes him get a spot on this list as a speedster. Now, the reason I think he's, faster than the guys that I've said so far is because, even though he is he was a version of Jay Garrick, I should say, he's still Zoom, who is extremely fast. So I think number 12, I guess, would be the appropriate place to put him. So at number 11, I actually have Bart Allen slash Impulse. Now, I think Impulse is actually, he's faster than I guess some people were saying, but I still think he's a little bit inexperienced and, just not as fast as the rest of the guys on this list. And the reason for that is, of course, I feel like he's more of a rookie speedster. He's sort of like, a sidekick to Barry or something along the lines of that. He's just sort of learning the ropes, just kind of like Wally West was in Season 3. But I feel like, as they said in Season 7, Bart Allen is like Godspeed, or Godspeed is Bart Allen's Thawne, right? So like Bart Allen's like arch enemy. But I still feel like, Bart is just no match for Godspeed whatsoever. And we did find that out in Season 7. So I think number 11 is a good spot for Bart Allen on this list. So if number 11 was Bart Allen, you could probably guess that number 10 is Nora West Allen, or XS, whatever you want to call her. Now, the reason I think she's above Bart Allen is, of course, she's had her speed a lot longer. I believe in the show they said she was 7 years older than Bart, which is kind of interesting. I really thought they would do, like, the Tornado Twins concept, but I guess they don't have to be technically the Tornado. They don't have to literally be twins to be called the Tornado Twins. But anyways, I definitely think she's more skilled than Bart is, and, even in that one episode, or that one scene, I should say, in episode 17 of Season 7, we see Nora basically telling Bart that, oh, no, you can't do this is too dangerous. So she definitely knows more about being a speedster than Bart, which I definitely think makes her, above Bart on this list. So at number 9, I have the Flash, aka Jay Garrick. Now, Jay Garrick is definitely the smartest speedster, the wisest speedster, has a ton of experience, and I think he just knows the most about the Speed Force and all that stuff. So I definitely think he, with just all that, deserves to be in the top 10. I still do believe he is very, very fast as well. So yeah, top 10 I definitely believe is the great spot for Jay Garrick, so I'm going to put him here at number 9. So at number 8, I have Jesse Quick. Now, in Season 3, I really didn't think Jesse Quick was that fast. Still decently fast, but I didn't think she was that fast, as obviously she got absolutely destroyed by SAVITAR. Well, he was just way faster than she was. But then in Season 4, she returned, and she just felt so much faster than Season 3. I really wish we got to see more of her, but with all that being said, I think number 8 is the correct spot for her on the list. So at number 7, I have Kid Flash, aka Wally West. Now again, just like for Jesse Quick, if he appeared more, I definitely think that he would definitely be higher on the list, because in the comics, he might even be faster than Barry Allen. He's one of the fastest speedsters in the comics, so I really wish, first of all, he appeared more, and second of all, they, sort of went in depth with how fast he really was. Maybe make him go up against some more speedster villains. I think that would have been really cool to see. But anyways, Wally West definitely still deserves to be on this list. Barry Allen, of course, taught Wally how to use his speed, and I definitely think that paid off for him, as obviously he is one of the fastest speedsters on the Flash. So at number 6, I have Zoom. Now, Zoom, I feel like a lot of people think he's like way faster than being at number 6 on this list. However, I think this is the right spot for him, because he's one of the most scary. He's the scariest and one of the most threatening villains in the entirety of the Arrowverse. And I feel like that sort of blinds people when they say that he's one of the fastest speedsters in the Arrowverse. I still think he's a top 6 on the speed scale. However, I just don't think he's as fast as people are making him out to be. Maybe if he returns somehow and then we see like maybe he's gotten it like insanely faster, I feel like that would be really cool to see, because unlike a lot of the speedsters on this list, Barry actually outran him in the end and defeated him, of course, before he got turned into the Black Flash, but still, Barry was able to outrun Zoom. So at number 5, I have SAVITAR. Now, SAVITAR did call himself the God of Speed, and for a while there in Season 3 of The Flash, he was probably one of the most threatening Arrowverse main villains, him saying he's going to kill Iris in the future and all that stuff, and, just Barry just wasn't fast enough to stop him. It almost looked like he was, like, teleporting when he was moving in The Flash Season 3. That's how fast he was going, and, of course, he is a future version of Barry Allen, which automatically makes him insanely fast. So I think SAVITAR has a pretty good spot here at number 5. So at number 4, I actually have Godspeed. Yes, I believe Godspeed is faster than SAVITAR and Zoom. Now, the reason for that is because Godspeed at first was able to outrun Season 7 Barry, who is extremely experienced. So I think that was a bit surprising right there. And even though the real Godspeed only appeared in one episode, I feel like he was still pretty threatening in that episode. And I really actually liked most of what they did with him in that episode. And yeah, I also think that they really showed Godspeed's abilities when, he was fighting both Barry and the Reverse Flash. It really showed how fast he really was. Of course, in the end, Reverse Flash ended up almost killing Godspeed. But still, I think that, Godspeed has to be up there with the fastest speedsters in the Arrowverse. So at number 3, I actually have the Reverse Flash. Yes, Reverse Flash is no longer tied with the Flash at number 1. Reverse Flash is now number 3. Reasoning: obviously, in the Flash's Season 7 finale, Barry was he was just way faster than Thawne, and Thawne just needs to get a lot faster in order to defeat Barry. So yeah, Thawne definitely does not deserve to be in the top 2 anymore, not even number 1, tied with Barry as I would usually put him. But I definitely think he has the potential to get back there, but for now, he's going to stay here at number 3. At number 2, I have the Black Flash. Now, the Black Flash, of course, he was able to easily catch Season 3 Barry. He was easily able to kill Reverse Flash back in Legends of Tomorrow Season 2. All these things are just coming easy for him. These extremely fast speedsters are basically no match for the Black Flash, and I really wish they brought him back somehow. I really don't like that they killed him off in Season 3 because he's an extremely important speedster in the comics, so they should definitely consider bringing him back, but he definitely deserves to be at number 2. And then, of course, at number 1, we have the Flash/Barry Allen. Now, the reasoning I put him above Black Flash, of course, we really haven't seen him face Black Flash in Season 3, and I feel like Barry has definitely gotten faster than the Black Flash since then. We know Barry's, of course, faster than Thawne because he ended up being, in the Season 7 finale, we saw just how fast Barry was, how much he improved, how much faster he had gotten than Thawne. So yeah, I definitely think the Flash, who, of course, is the main character of the show, The Flash, deserves to be number 1 on the list. But anyways, I'd say that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure to comment your thoughts on this video down below, as well as your ranking of your speedsters on the Flash ranked by speed. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.